Welcome to the College Football Bros. I am Michael Newman, and some big news just dropped today. Miami has fired offensive coordinator Josh Gattis after just 1 year. And you might think typically firing a coordinator after just one season is a bit hasty, especially in Gattis's case, who was just coming off of a Broyles Award for the nation's top assistant in his previous stop at Michigan. But I actually don't think this is a bad move, and partially because I think Gattis was probably overrated coming in to this job. You can see here when he got to Michigan, their offense actually got a bit worse statistically for the first 2 years compared to what he inherited. And then his third year, 2021, they took off, had a great season, made the playoff. So but I'm not sure about how much credit to give him for that because the offense looked a lot different than the previous 2 seasons. Because those first 2 years he was there, it seemed like Gattis, of course, was trying to modernize the offense. They brought him in from Alabama, trying to open things up, more of the passing game, and it just didn't quite work. And it wasn't until they promoted Sharon Moore and just kind of went back to Harbaugh ball in 2021, run the ball, physical, and that's when things took off. So how much credit should we give for Gattis to that, or is it kind of more Harbaugh taking things over? So you can also see 2022, this past season, the Michigan offense didn't really skip a beat without him. So, yeah, coming in, I don't think he was necessarily some proven incredible coordinator. And then now, this is going to get ugly. Sorry, Miami fans that are watching here. Let's take a look at Miami's offense this season. So the Hurricanes had been fine offensively under Rhett Lashlee the previous couple years. And this past year, though, just horrendous. 90th in FPI's offensive efficiency, a terrible 4.8 yards per play, 1.59 points per drive, which I believe was 111th nationally. Now, I know they dealt with injuries, including at quarterback to Tyler Van Dyke, and the receiving core that Gattis inherited wasn't great, but there's no way the offense should have been this bad. The running game was horrible. There were no explosive plays. So yeah, all in all, I am okay and I think agree with the fact that Mario Cristobal is moving on. But I think it kind of brings up the question, is Mario Cristobal partially to blame for any of this? Because, of course, he's the one that hired Gattis. And let's take a look at his Oregon offenses, and when he was head coach. And they're good. You look at the national ranks there and pretty solid, hanging around the 20s there. But then the fact that they had Justin Herbert for 2 of those years, who, of course, has gone on to have great success in the NFL, I would say that they underachieved. And I think Oregon fans felt that they underachieved because they had some great offensive lines, had Herbert at quarterback, and the offense just was good but never elite. So I think if I'm a Miami fan and I'm looking at who Mario Cristobal is going to hire as the next offensive coordinator, I think that could tell us a lot. Is he going to try and modernize a little bit and kind of like, of course, Nick Saban did at Alabama, and of course we know Mario Cristobal coached under Nick Saban. Is he going to go that route, or is he just going to go back to Marcus Arroyo, who was his offensive coordinator at Oregon and is now available because he was just fired as the head coach of UNLV? That wouldn't excite me, like I said, if I'm a Miami fan. So, but if you are watching this and you're a fan of the U, let me know in the comments below, who do you want Mario Cristobal to hire? Do you trust him to make this hire, or are you kind of in wait and see mode? Obviously, recruiting's going great and all that, so he's going to get the talent up there, and of course, things will improve from how horrendous they were offensively under Gattis. But what's the ceiling there? Let me know what you think. So thanks for watching this episode of the College Football Bros. Be sure to subscribe if you like college football. We've got multiple episodes every week all year round, so we'd appreciate that. And I'll see you next time.